YouTube, thank you for tuning back into the channel. Different video today, very different video. Shout out to A Man of a Criminal. This is actually their YouTube channel, and I'm reacting to that. They did a great job, and I thought I would react to theirs, right? This is called A Strange Case of Identical Suspects. And what I got from this is that it's two twin brothers, right? And one committed a murder, and of course the other one didn't do it, but of course they got the same DNA, so they're trying to figure it out. And I don't know exactly what's going on, but I just thought it'd be something good to watch. All right, so we're gonna watch it, go through it, and yeah, let's see what happens.
2008. School teacher Jeannie Coleman was waiting to pick up her daughter near a transit station in Kennewick County, Georgia. She was then approached by a man with a gun who fatally shot the 40-year-old in her chest before fleeing the scene in the victim's own car. A witness immediately called 911.
911. We gotta go in that mall. The lady just got shot.
Where at it? That place mall.
Where the bus station's at.
Is she breathing, conscious and alert?
Yeah, she moving a little.
Did you see where the person is that did it?
Yeah, he was in a car, but he pulled off. Like, it was like a beige car.
Jeannie died a few hours later in hospital due to her injury. Once police arrived, a local bus driver who was another witness reported to the police that their suspect was a black male. The bus driver heard a gunshot and saw the man pull Jeannie out of her car and onto the ground before speeding away. She told investigators that the man they were looking for was wearing a white shirt.
What I don't get, let me stop it right here real quick. Let's talk about these stupid robbers and stuff like that. Now, listen, I know a lot of times people who rob people, not most of the time, but most own drugs, most are in some type of money trouble or something like that. But why kill when you rob somebody? 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you what you want. But nowadays, somebody will shoot you in the head and take it before you even give it up. They only give you a chance to give it up. They shoot first, ask question later. They always get caught for the most part because a lot of robbers are stupid. There's cameras everywhere. They leave something behind, do something stupid. Why? I don't understand that, man. I'm going to give it to you. Don't kill me.
With green sleeves. Detectives quickly tracked down the car and found that it was dumped 30 miles away at the night of the murder in Forest Park, Georgia.
It is a new
Oh my
year,
God.
me. This year,
I need to get a
I'm going to
YouTube
try and
subscription.
focus on my health.
Come on, I'm not trying to watch this.
They then took the car to the police headquarters to have it thoroughly examined. Initially, all they could find was a single cigarette tip under the back seat. This
That
was a
hers?
critical piece of information.
Bruh, what'd I tell you? We just had this conversation. That's it right there. Guarantee it.
Because the detectives knew that Jeannie was not a smoker, so whoever's
See,
DNA
she
was
wasn't a
on the
smoker.
cigarettes
Gotta be dude.
would most likely be the one of the
Stupid.
killers. Whilst the DNA was being examined in order to find a match to a person, the detectives were looking through hours of CCTV footage from that night in order to find anyone that met the physical description of the suspect they were looking for. Eventually, they have found something. A CCTV footage from a gas station across the street has shown a man wearing a white shirt with green sleeves.
What'd I say? What'd I say? And then not only that, you wear a shirt that can easily be picked out. A white shirt with green sleeves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of criminals are dumb. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad they dumb because it's easily for them to get caught.
He went into the gas station, left, and immediately returned to buy cigarettes.
Bruh.
He bought Bunsen Light Lungs, which was the same cigarettes found in Jeannie's car.
You can't make this up, man. The same cigarette that was in the car. Dead giveaway, man.
The detectives then looked for CCTV footage from where the car was dumped in Forest Park And sure enough, the same man was seen walking
Of
away from the
course.
restaurant car park where Gina's car was later found. This man was now the main suspect of this investigation.
The main suspect? He is the suspect. He's the guy. You know what I'm saying? And guys like this, I think, are on drugs, because if they gonna wear stuff like that, they're not covering up their face. There's cameras everywhere. You own something.
The only way the detectives would find out his identity was to wait for DNA results from the lab. When the results eventually came back, the detectives cross-referenced the DNA to thousands of people in the area and found a match. It belonged to a man named Donald Smith. Detectives also found out that the cell phone that Donald had put in previous work applications came back as active in the Forest Park area where the car was dumped on the night of the murder. The police now had all the evidence they needed to arrest Donald and charge him for the murder.
Okay.
Donald was tracked down at a local homeless shelter car park and immediately taken into custody. He was then taken to an interrogation room to be interrogated.
Let's hear what he got to
He was
say.
still under arrest.
All right, Mr. Smith, as I just explained before, I gotta read you Miranda. Okay, having these rights, you want to discuss it? I can explain it to you.
Yeah, I would like you to just explain to me
Okay.
why I'm here.
Okay. Really, it's about this vehicle, okay? I'm gonna ask you questions. Have you ever seen this vehicle before or been in it?
No, I have not.
Have you ever met this woman before in your life?
No, I haven't.
That vehicle you said you've never seen before, and the woman you've never seen before,
Yes.
okay? Your DNA ended up in that car.
Listen, what are you gonna say? Because police, which I think should be against the law, can lie, right? They can lie in an interrogation room. They can tell you whatever you want to hear, just so you can give yourself up. Now, if somebody tells you your DNA's in a car, you're gonna say no, right? But if he shows you evidence that your DNA is in the car, then what can you do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of crazy.
That's interesting because my DNA couldn't have been in that car because I've never been in that car.
Do you see the issue we're up against? You know, I was hoping you'd say, yeah, I saw her, I spoke with her, we hung out for a minute, and that was it, but I left. When I left, she was very much alive. Well, something like that we can somewhat explain away. But when you say you've never even seen her before, how the hell did his DNA get in the car if he didn't even know her?
No, I don't know her. Never seen her.
I have a picture basically on a computer. I want you to look at it.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
Recognize if it's yourself or not, okay?
Sure.
This is the day I'm talking about.
Oh, was it with this guy right here?
Yeah. You're saying that's not you?
That is definitely not me.
Now, what do you do, man? When you see a guy like that, listen, he knows who it is, I'm sure, right now looking at that. He knows he has a brother. Do you say it's your brother? Do you snitch on him? Or do you just keep saying that ain't me? What do you do? But you stuck. He got your DNA. What do you say? I don't know.
I don't have a shirt like that. I don't can't see the face of the person, but that's not me.
Work for Legal Seafood, correct, sir?
What's the deal?
All right. I got a fax from them, okay? The phone number, okay, that you listed as a contact number, okay, was in communication in that store at the time that person was in the video. Make sense? And then your cell phone number at the time was 404-200.
All the dots, I was about to say all the dots are crossed. All the dots, all the I's are dotted, and all the T's is crossed. DNA, phone numbers, everything's matching up.
Correct?
No, that was not mine. That was my brother's phone number.
Bada bing. Oh, God, here we go, man. Come on, man. I don't want to add.
Mr. Wayne,
I'm sorry, y'all, man. I promise I'm a bad subscription, so I won't get these ads no more.
your family has.
Okay, does he live in Gwinnett County?
Yes, he does.
What's your brother's name, sir?
Ronald. Donald Ronald.
Donald and Ronald. Hey. I'm gonna stop pausing.
Is he Older, younger? Does he live at the same address as your parents?
He's
Different
my twin.
twin?
Yeah.
Like born at the same time or no?
Listen to these questions. Born at the same. He said he's your twin. Yes, they was born at the same time.
Like born at the same time, like identical twins. You know? This becomes real interesting because, as a matter of fact, DNA is split between 10 twins. It's indistinguishable. They share DNA, identical twins.
Listen, I can tell in his mind what he's thinking. He started talking without thinking about it first when he said DNA split between two twins. Now he's like, man, if I keep going, I'm gonna be telling on my brother. I can't be telling on my brother, but it wasn't me that got somebody's DNA. It wasn't me though. That's right here, boy. I'm telling you.
I've never been in that car.
Listen, he's cold. Yeah, I feel him. See, he was about to go on a rant, basically, and going, DNA split between two brothers, this, that, and the other. So it had to be. He said, you know what? I've never been in that car. You see what I'm saying? He called himself.
Any explanation for me or Detective Cruz, how would your DNA get in that young lady's stuff?
I've never don't know the young lady, never seen her. They would have to be somebody who shares my DNA.
Oh, maybe he's going there.
Conclusion, I'm jumping to what you're saying. If it's somebody shared DNA, then it will have to be either you or your brother. Your brother's phone. What color is his phone?
No, hold on. I'm not going to implicate nobody else in no crime.
See? But he already done stuck it. He's already done went there. He's opened that door. They went through it and they talking now. You know what I'm saying? They in there. You know what I'm saying? They playing in the waters. You already done brought your brother up, brother. That's it. But, if they got his DNA, he has no choice, man. And his brother should understand that. I would think so, right?
You're not implicated. I'm just asking what color is your brother's phone.
Do you know where he's staying?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
Where is that?
He's going all the way with it.
Well, because now I guess he's gonna be the suspect.
No.
See? But brother, you opened the door already.
I need to talk to him.
If your brother did something that stupid, you need to go ahead and just educate yourself on the whole situation.
You're right. I don't think I need counseling on that. This is a difficult moment.
I understand.
Right.
I understand.
And
You
how
mentioned previously that you would do a polygraph. Do you want to just do that?
Now, what I want to know.
Plus, listen. They said they had DNA. He's not sure. He know they can lie. I know they can lie. So I'm asking for my lawyer, first of all. Can I get my lawyer? No ifs, ands, buts about it. He's talking a little bit too much. But to his defense, you're not going to pin this on me. And like I said, if it's my brother, I expect my brother, take the fall for it. Don't let me take the fall for you.
Now, when I refuse this test, you're going to go ahead and book me and take me over.
They want him to take a polygraph test.
Right now, you are charged. You are under arrest. I'll tell you what, I'll just go ahead and give you some time. Run some fresh water. Right down.
The whole one right
You
there.
got the person downstairs, I guess, to set it up. Just leave it up to you. Would you like to go ahead and take it? Get on there.
These polygraph tests, I don't understand why they do them, because they don't hold up in court. And I don't believe in polygraphs anyway, man. I've known people who passed them and lied and vice versa. So I remember I had to take a polygraph test to be a firefighter here in my city. And I made it all the way to a polygraph, and it's hard. That the physical test, the written test is hard. And I made it all the way. All I had to do was pass the polygraph, and I would have had the job, which in hindsight right now, I'm glad I didn't get it. But at the time, I really wanted to get it. And I failed the polygraph. And I remember taking it. They said that I failed on a question. They asked me, have I ever committed a crime or a felony that I didn't get caught doing? So basically, have I ever did a crime and just, didn't get caught? Basically what I said at first. And I said, no. And I haven't. I can't think of any crime I've did back then. Well, I haven't did any at all. All right. But I was young and I was a straight laced. I wasn't doing anything. But they told me that that their test was basically I was lying. That I did something, committed a felony that I didn't get caught doing. And I was really telling the truth. I hadn't did anything. But they said I was lying. But so I don't trust those dang on polygraph. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I take it. Okay.
So he's gonna take it. Results show that Donald has failed the polygraph.
Let me show you the video before. Obviously you didn't. You said it wasn't you. You had mentioned to me that you felt strongly it was your brother.
It's my twin. Now, in light of the fact that I've taken this polygraph, I had no reservations about taking that whatsoever. The lady says that it showed deception. And when she was asking me the questions, the only thing I kept seeing was my brother doing something like that.
Right.
It's devastating, actually.
Right. Right. You hear what he said? Like, polygraph's all about your movements and your nervousness and what you're doing and what you do when he asks the questions and stuff like that, right? So, like, they know he has his DNA. He's thinking it's his brother. So every time he's asking questions, every time they ask questions on a polygraph, guess what? He's gonna. I mean, I don't understand the polygraph test in this situation. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Anyone that we know, mother and father, wants to see that same video. Anybody that we know that that's him. You know, and not only by demeanor, but certainly by dress.
Detectives went to his family home and showed the CCTV footage to Donald's parents and Donald's sister, and asked them to identify which brother they could see in the video. All three of them said that it was indeed Ronald, and not him. They then called Ronald's phone number that they both used and asked Ronald to come to the police station for questioning. He refused.
Oh,
They
shit.
decided to track him down, and ultimately found out that he was hiding out in his parents' home the whole time.
Hold up. So dude was in the house. Wait a minute. They gave him up and he was in the house? Why they just didn't tell him he was in the house?
He was immediately taken into custody.
Ronald Donald. Look at him. Looking like.
Alright,
I think you need to draw some blood or something.
you want him to draw the blood first?
Just
Well, you tell me what you want to do.
so that my brother can be released.
I want to make sure that the right person is who we're dealing with. If your brother's not, then everything is put into place right now to get him out.
Whatever you're gonna say, could you put it on hold for just a little while?
Why is that?
Just.
Okay, so this is the brother. I was confused for a minute because it looked like they got the same shirt on. This is the brother. This is the one that supposedly did it, right? And he just saying draw blood, do whatever you gotta do to get my other brother released. So there we go.
Just can.
While detectives were in the middle of interrogating Ronald, they got a phone call from the lab, and they were informed that a fingerprint was found on the side of the car, which was an exact match to Ronald's fingerprints. Although their DNA was the same, their fingerprints were different, and
Donald looking a little old over there with the gray hair. But they do look dead alike.
that was the only way detectives could identify them.
Come on, man. What's going on? Sorry, y'all.
They were now convinced that Ronald was indeed the man who shot G.I. Coleman, and were now desperate to get a confession out of him.
This is it.
Oh my God, this is a bad experience.
Meet Suvi.
This is a bad
the
reaction
magical
experience,
all-in-one countertop
and I
kitchen
am
robot.
sorry, y'all.
Suvi.
After we conclude here in the next few minutes, you'll be taken over to the county jail. And the next time that you see Detective Cruz will be in the preliminary hearing. He will present everything he has on the case, which is overwhelming. I mean, video, DNA, prints, phone records. You say you're not responsible, huh? Well, what is it that you're responsible for? What is it?
So dude's trying to deny that he didn't do it. But that's what I told y'all earlier, man. They got all kinds of stuff on you. Like, why do something stupid like that, man? He had to be on drugs at the time.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
And was this something accidental? Something like that, I can almost understand.
I'm not prepared to give any kind of a statement.
Okay. This is the woman, okay? Her name was Janai. Okay? She had 3 adopted children.
That's sad, man.
She was a school teacher. Her family, they're very religious people. And they were more just wanted to know why than anger. And I promised them I would at least ask.
I can't. I swear I just can't say it right now.
Okay.
See, brother, I
When you
mean,
walked away from that car in Forest Park, I'm sure.
another thing. Dude look like a, okay sized dude. You see a woman in a car. I'm just thinking like a robber right now. I don't think I would have to point a gun to her to get the car. He probably could manhandle her if he wanted to. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, come on. He shouldn't be doing it in the first place, but God, I mean, if you're just trying to get the car, take the car.
That you haven't done anything like this. That's just my opinion. But the inevitable is going to happen. You're either going to come to trial, and this thing's going to come in light in front of 12
It's a wrap for him, man.
Or, which in a lot of cases, the judges want to know why. When people plead, they want to go, why did you do this?
Right.
Because they demand, and the judges want you to tell the family why their loved one is no longer with them. That's exactly what they want. Those are the 2 options here. You've been living this for a while, I would imagine. Imagine this thing's been eaten up at you. It has to be.
Like all of a sudden. This is like all of a sudden on me. And I want to say something. Can I use the bathroom?
Okay.
Smoke 1 cigarette.
Okay.
And
We'll come back and talk.
For this cigarette. What did it say? When they came back from the bathroom, the detective sitting in front of the camera and said around on to make him feel at ease and less pressure, blah, 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 blah. All right. See what happens.
Feel more comfortable over there?
I'm just trying to give you your space. Guilty.
And he said guilty.
I don't know why. It was an accident. It was a hair trigger. I said I would take a car. Something I'd done before when I was way younger. The gun went off. She said, you shot me.
The semi-auto revolver.
It was 357. It was 5 shots. And then I went somewhere before I ended up doing something stupid again.
He said it was a hair trick. Okay, I can understand. He shot her once. But he just told me he shot her 5 times. A hair trigger. I mean, let's see. 357.
I took the car down to the Forest Park there.
No. Her family, this was something they really wanted to know as far as closure. Okay?
You can tell them that taking someone's life was not in the mix. It was no part of the picture. You can tell them it was a accident.
Well, I know that much different.
You know what? I believe him too, man. For some reason, I don't know why. They well spoken. Seem like, I don't know. He probably panicked, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to take the car, like he said, but I don't know. It's just something I don't know why. But this is what happens. I mean, it's happened before, man. Somebody go and they plan on robbing somebody and they accidentally shoot them. I mean, there's trigger discipline, man. If you don't put your finger on the trigger unless you plan on shooting somebody. They tell you it all the time, and because of stuff like this, and it's sad.
Go for it. But I thank you.
In court, Ronald retracted his confession
What?
and said that his brother Donald was the man who shot G.I. Coleman and not him. However, the
Oh no! Imagine blaming your brother to something he didn't do. They must have got some type of beef or something. Oh, nah, that's dirty. Nah, now dude's dirty. I don't know if I believe him or not now. What? He retracted the story and said his brother did it? Now, that's some of the dirty stuff you can ever do.
The jury did not believe this story. On February 6, 2010, Ronald Smith was found guilty for murder and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Listen. Not only did you see now your peoples ain't even gonna visit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you try to blame your brother at the end. That's dirty, man. That's some dirty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I guess if he would have came in there and said he didn't do it, his brother did it, then it would have been like one of those back and forths that, hell, they wouldn't know who did it. But he already confessed. Anyway, I ain't trying to make this video any longer. It's already too long. 26 minutes got late. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all be good. Thank you for watching the video. Peace.